When people come into the store, they'll see somebody running, they go over and look at them, and then they're shocked at how fast the cars are actually running. When you tell somebody a little car that fits in your hand is running 50 miles an hour around the track, they're just stunned. Our fastest pass down the drag strip was actually 115 miles an hour. That's literally the speed of a car. If you went out and got in your car, went to 100 miles an hour, that's how fast that car is running. If you times it by 24 to the scale model, you're well over 2,400 scale mile an hour, which is crazy numbers.
With cars that can travel over 100 feet in only 3 seconds, the difference between a win and a loss happens in a blink of an eye. Each track features 8 lanes marked by a singular color. The car with the most laps at the end wins.
For the commercial side of it, where you have cars at home, there's magnets that hold the cars on. You pretty much squeeze the trigger, the cars run around, you don't do a whole lot. For our cars here, it's just the grip of the rear tires that holds the car on. The skill level is mainly on how to throttle in and out of turns. If you go into a turn, you're holding the trigger wide open, it's going to go straight to the wall. If you crash, you're off anywhere between 1 to 3, 4 seconds. So when you crash, you can lose a lap. So you have to learn where to let off, how fast you can get back in it, just like you would a gas pedal at a real racetrack. So there's more of a skill to it than just holding the trigger. Practice is the key. You need to be in at least once or twice a week to really stay toward the top.
And it's not just a skillful trigger finger that helps racers succeed. Weighing between 80 and 150 grams, the cars feature a metal frame chassis with axles, gears, and motors. It's easy enough for novices and low budget enough for entire families to join in on the fun.
We get a lot of father and daughters, father and sons, grandparents bring grandkids in. They get on a track, and even though there's that big of an age difference, they have fun running together. So it spans a whole generation to 2 generations of 3 that can have fun doing the exact same thing. And the kids love it because they might be good enough to outrun the grandfather, and they feel really special with it. And it's just fun that way.
I started racing slot cars when I was a kid in the mid-60s. My dad and I started doing this, and we did that for 5 or 6 years. It was a lot of fun. And then the cars sat in the closet at my mom's house for decades. And about 10 years ago, my oldest daughter, Margaret, pulled the cars out and said, "Dad, what are these?" I started explaining to her, found Fast Eddie's here, and we came over, and it just snowballed from there. We had so much fun. We started buying more and more cars. We actually designed and built some cars for ourselves, and it's good for the girls. They learn engineering and mechanic skills by doing this. Now that Margaret's off to college, Julia and I come over as often as we can to race cars. It's just a good time to be together.
It's something to bond together over, and you can do it with anyone actually. It's just relaxing. And if you had a bad day or something, it'll cool you off. You have to concentrate when you do it, and so it takes your mind off of other things.
Now you do a video game, there's 1 or 2 guys there, or you're racing online against somebody you never met. Within here, you can actually be right together, having a good time. Everybody wants to have fun talking how good they are, they're gonna beat you. Same thing with any type of race. It's a little trash talk, but it's all in jest. It's just good time. You know, it's fairly inexpensive, and it's something that everybody can enjoy.